so does your ability or desire to play. Okay? If all of a sudden, Mike and I are really fighting, I'm telling you right now, most of the stuff we just did, I'm probably not doing. Okay? The chances of pulling Mike on top of me and giving him the position that he wants, okay? When it goes up, or it means more to you, okay, then we take less chances. So this is one I use in sport mode because it's fun. It catches people by surprise. But like if you and I are throwing hands and I think you're legit trying to kick my ass, this is not the move I'm going to do. I'm going to break you down. I'm going to get on top, right? And I'm going to go to town. Generally speaking, pulling people on top of you is always scary, right? Because when it goes wrong, it goes bad, okay? So my go-to, okay, especially like for MMA and stuff like that, is just to break the hip down, staple my knee over the top, and then just start letting it rain. Now, like I said, in sport matches, I like to play, have fun, and again, it shows you new ways that sometimes I will use even in really bad situations, but I've already tested them in this safe environment. So, I'm in, we go in, most of you have probably felt this before, I'm telling you where it came from. You suddenly get like Chris is here, or Jeremy. Okay. Hand goes in the back of the head. I'm pushing down. If his head is down, it's hard for him to get up. That's the reason why the head is down. Now this hand, I shoot, and I go in for the one-on-one. Okay, so now I might play here. I open my hand, and I press on the head like I'm trying to make my hands connect. I won't. All I do is I lean, my hands bypass. Now that whole motion we've been doing of shoulder down, hip down, I literally fall over the top of Mike. Now, the normal reaction is Mike goes, that guy's an idiot. And he tries to get on top. This is so common of a reaction. Now, I don't lay there and go, what is Mike going to do? The moment I hit the ground, I'm in motion. My feet now circle, and I shove Mike's hands into his belly.
Oh, right.
To create my kimura trap. And then through here, I can climb up, I can take side control, finish my kimura. The one I tend to finish the most because I'm slow and old. Not as old as Mike. Mike is older than me. But I'm here.
Noted.
I just rolled over the top. Objects in motion tend to stay in motion, so don't stop the motion. I just rolled him over. I come in. I turn. Look, I'm not even using real grips. I'm just keeping them in place. I drive my elbow into his armpit. Hand to the floor. Hand to the floor. Lift his elbow. We call that a stealth kimura. I can always transition if Mike, in the kimura trap, if Mike tries to sit up, we have all kinds of attacks we can do from there. So I'm never concerned really about the position as long as I got a hold of him. But this is my fast kill. This is as I'm literally rolling through the kimura trap. I've got a hold of his arm. I'm not even looking at real grips. But as I roll, tuck your elbow in. It goes right into the crook of his armpit, and switch your hips. So right here, there's my hips, and then press down, lift up, and then there's the kimura. So, again, if he's on his knees. Now, realistically, I don't wait for Mike, because I know in a live match, as soon as I go over the top, he thinks I'm an idiot, he sits up and he tries to get on top of me. It's the way it happens. Now, I don't wait for him. Now, also for his safety, and so that I can go fast, I take his hand and I shove it into his belly. I could take it off his hip and go for a light kimura, but then I need to slow down and I can't go for the full rotation the way I would like. So, I come in, press the head down, I go in, lean that forearm, my hands bypass, I fall, rotate, and then continue my rotation. I'm putting my ribs on his shoulder, hands to the ground, and lift his elbow. Okay. I'm not worried about trying to put his hands behind his back. Lay on the shoulder, hand to the floor, lift the tip of the elbow. Yeah. This one's a little funky, but have fun. We'll do it for about 5 minutes, and then we'll roll. 1, 2, 3.